Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and can I thank the Chief Secretary for advance copy of his statement. It was noticeable that in his initial statement he didn't mention the fact that the British economy has been in standstill since before the pandemic. It was noticeable that neither he nor his opposite number on the Labour bench want to admit the part that Brexit has played in that. Everybody has been affected by COVID. Everybody has been affected by the war in Ukraine. Only one state in Europe is suffering from the self-inflicted damage of Brexit, and that is why economic growth in the European Union is and will continue to be higher than it is here. And while certainly we welcome the news that the government have finally decided to honour the pledge on public sector pay, will the Chief Secretary acknowledge that in almost every single case the pay increases that are being offered to public sector workers will be less than an increase in the cost of living, so it's, in real terms it's a cut? Will I acknowledge that in almost every case the Scottish Government have already settled with our essential public sector workers? Almost in every case a substantially higher pay deal for essential workers in Scotland, and in most cases, certainly throughout our NHS, without a single day being lost through strike action. What are the Scottish Government getting right that this Government finds so difficult? One of the biggest challenges facing the economy is shortage of workers. So what a brilliant move to address that by charging essential workers more to come here and contribute to our economy. Can we have full details of the increases to immigration fees, including a full statement of their expected economic impact, including an indication as to the impact it's likely to have on immigration numbers? Are we going to be driving away essential workers and causing more damage to the economy simply to feed the right-wing fantasies of the Daily Mail and the Daily Express? And given that there is almost unanimous agreement in Scotland that we don't need less immigration, we need more, isn't it time that the Scottish Parliament, answerable to the Scottish people, was given the powers to decide on immigration policies that we need, rather than constantly being dragged down by the failed policies of this United Kingdom government? Does he accept that rampant inflation and stagnant economic growth are not essential? They are deliberate political choices of this failed government.
Chief Secretary.
Well, I thank the honourable gentleman for his questions. Look, I think we can agree to disagree on some of that. What we've got to understand is that if you look at the growth levels over the last 2 years in the G7, this economy in this country has performed well. And he makes a number of points. Look, I think people are getting very weary of this constant refrain around Brexit. There are people who voted for Brexit or people who didn't vote for Brexit. It's happened. We are now going to take every step we can to maximise the benefits and the opportunities and the greater discretion that we have consequential of that decision. With respect to the specific questions about the visa fees, I'm sure that my colleagues in the Home Office will publish those in due course. This is a carefully calibrated decision. It's not been motivated by political dogma, but a clear decision to take necessary steps to avoid additional borrowing, but to meet the outcomes and the numbers that are derived from the PRBs, which is in itself an evidence-based advice to the government. This is a careful set of judgments, and clearly it's not going to please everyone, but we've got to make decisions in the interest of the whole economy at this time.